to respond to Russia's aggression. We need to be strong to get peace. That is why we are building on efforts to cut off the funding for Putin's war machine through sanctions. And today, Madam Deputy Speaker, I can announce we will go further than ever before by hitting over 360 more people complicit with Putin's regime. They range from former President Dmitry Medvedev and Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu to Putin's propagandist Maria Zakharova. This means after today, we will have designated over 1,000 individuals and entities under our Russian sanctions regime. And we are using our new powers under the Economic Crime Act to maximise that impact. This would not have been possible without the extraordinary efforts of colleagues across this Parliament to help get this legislation through the House so quickly. And it shows our collective determination to lead by example in punishing the Putin regime. In December, I will go.
I'm very grateful. He's right that we're sanctioning a lot of people, but in actual fact, we name the people who are sanctioned, and it's other people that then do the sanctioning by not engaging with them on a financial basis, not buying or selling properties and all the rest of it. One of the difficulties at the moment is that it's phenomenally difficult to find out on the Foreign Office sanctions list who is and isn't sanctioned. So, for instance, the members of the Duma, who I gather it was announced last week were sanctioned, they're still not on the Foreign Office website list, so far as I can see anyway. So I just wonder whether there's a way of making this far more readily available to the wider population, because we need to deal not just with the people who have £20 million houses that we've all heard of, but the people who've got £750,000 flats in London, bought with Russian dirty money, the many relatives, for instance, of Abramovich and his ex-partners. Each one of those needs to be dealt with, and each one of those properties needs to be seized.
The honourable gentleman makes an important point about ensuring that we give due publicity to the people, institutions and entities that have been sanctioned. And I'll ensure that the suggestion that he has made is listened to by the department. In December, we brought our G7 partners together in Liverpool to warn Putin that invading Ukraine would have massive consequences. And indeed, we have followed through on that pledge. We have worked with our allies to cut off sectors of the Russian economy by targeting its defence companies, its trade and transport sector, and kicking banks out of the SWIFT financial system. We have led the way in our financial sanctions, targeting 10 Russian banks, and we have hit over £300 billion worth of Russian bank assets. All this amounts to the toughest sanctions package of any country. And we will work with and encourage all our allies to keep ratcheting up their efforts as well. We will continue to provide lethal military aid to Ukraine. We were the first European country to send defensive weapons, and we have already donated over 3,600 NLAW anti-tank weapons and are also now supplying Javelin missiles.